Hey, Foss, this is man once again, and this is the second time I had to do this video. Tis the first time I did it. It was too dark, so hopefully this works. But a long time ago, years and years ago, I had reviewed a film called Alien. Well, pretty much all the Alien films. And 5 years ago, figured I wanted to update those reviews because at least the first two, they're classics. And that way I could do it all in one go without having to edit them together. And again, it's Alien. I mean, what more can I say about Alien that hasn't been said? But it's a classic. It's a great movie. 5 years ago, I was like, well, which do I like better? Blade Runner or Alien? But watch it again, it's definitely Alien. I think it's Ridley Scott's best film. Of course, this is from the quadrilogy set, the Blu-ray, which is a great job from Fox. I will give credit to that. I mean, each film has two versions of the movie, has commentaries, has isolated musical scores. It has shitloads of features, has the documentaries, extended bits, has documentaries from back in the day as well. Like, just so much stuff in this pack. I mean, it's so much stuff. Deleted scenes, trailers, TV spots, and great documentaries from the other DVD set, the quadrilogy set, but there's even more stuff added to it as well. Galleries, first draft screenplays, artwork, again, features from back in the day. You have stuff like the Alien Legacy, Alien Evolution, the Alien Saga. So you get a shitload of documentaries about the series, as well as the making of Alien 3 promotional feature from back in the day, HBO first look at Alien Resurrection, a couple of little parodies of the Alien films, Aliens 3D attraction script and gallery, Aliens Ride at the Speed of Fright, which was a ride that actually had Jeffrey Combs in it, interesting enough. Just a lot of stuff in this, packed with stuff. And I'll be showing these throughout, but might as well show a little bit. And then going through the films, I mean, you have the sort of introduction to it. The film we're going to be talking about, Alien, as well as the pilot, which all I needed to know about it was in this. I didn't fucking need to know more in Prometheus. I didn't. Oh, he's a bald albino motherfucker. Great. Aliens, which is a classic. My favorite of the bunch. Alien 3. Can still kiss my. Not just my, everyone I know's asshole. Alien Resurrection, which can suck a dick. And I showed that before, but those are the features. Even more of the features. Just packed to the gills with stuff. Got so excited I threw it up in the air for joy. But, I mean, the original Alien film. Classic movie from start to finish. Has the 1979 version, the theatrical cut, and then the 2003 director's cut, which even Ridley Scott would say that it's not really a director's cut. His preferred cut is the theatrical cut. It's just in 2003 when it re-released Alien to theaters, they're like, hey, let's put in some of this new footage and to market it, let's call it director's cut. Even though you prefer the theatrical cut, let's just call it director's cut for marketing purposes. And really the only difference I could find is they delete a line, I believe they delete a line in the theatrical cut, if I can talk right, that I like, which is when Ripley goes, well, I don't trust Ash, and Dallas goes, well, I don't trust anybody. I think that's only in the theatrical cut, which I like that line. But the only other little difference is Harry Dean Stanton's death is, at least the aftermath is a little bit longer, with Yaphet Kotto and Ripley going in and some blood dropping down on them, at least on Yaphet Kotto. And, of course, this scene where Ripley finds Captain Dallas and Harry Dean Stanton's characters being slowly turned into cocoons. That's the big scene. Which I like that scene. But if you had that scene, you wouldn't have the Alien Queen and Alien, so kind of interesting how that worked out. But, I mean, most people already know the backstory about Dan O'Bannon, Ronald Shusett, writers. Dan O'Bannon had worked on a movie called Dark Star that John Carpenter worked on with him. It was a comedy. I didn't like that film, to be honest, and not many people did either when it came out. So Dan O'Bannon's like, hey, what if I turn it into a horror film? Got with a guy named Ronald Shusett. The big idea they came up with is, well, alien gets on them, goes down their throat, later on comes out of their chest. And that's what really sold the script, as well as Fox had released Star Wars, which was a big hit. Well, what other sci-fi films do we have? Oh, we have Alien. Let's do that. The original title, Star Beast, is a shitty title. I'm glad Alien is such a perfect title that you're like, no one used Alien before, just Alien? It's just such a perfect title. Such a perfect title. I mean, the title's perfect, it's simple, but yet very effective. Even the tagline, in space, no one can hear you scream. Just perfect. David Giler and Walter Hill came in to write the stuff, rewrite the script because they thought Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett's scripts were shitty. And they changed the names of the characters, which I will admit, Walter Hill, David Giler's script, those characters, the names are better. And I think they inflicted more of the blue-collar tone of the film, the truck drivers in space. And they may have come up with the Ash is a robot thing. I'm not 100% sure. But then Ridley Scott, he had only done 1 or 2 films. I think only 1 film. But this is definitely Ridley Scott's best film. I mean, I like other stuff he did, like Black Rain, and I do like Blade Runner, but this is definitely his best film. I mean, H.R. Giger, designs of the creature, the xenomorph is awesome. If I had to pick a favorite monster, it would be that. The xenomorph, just a great look. From the face hugger to the chest burster to the xenomorph itself. Practical effects done well, and they hold up still since 1979 to today. That's why a well-done practical effect will last a lifetime, because it's real, and you can't get more real than real. If I have this practical, real bottle, and you CGI a bottle, this practical will be better because it's real. You can't get better than real because it's real. You can't get more real than real. I don't know why some people have a hard time figuring that out. Ron Cobb doing a great job on the production design. Of course, he also worked on films like Leviathan, which is a favorite of mine. And I love the look of the Nostromo inside the ship. I love the look of when, of course, they get this distress beacon. They have to go down, investigate it. They find the pilot, and just great designs, wonderful designs. Again, I didn't need to know more about this. This was perfectly fine. But that's just me. And great score by Jerry Goldsmith, which I know there were problems because he wasn't the most happy with it, because he did a score and then they redid it, or, well, they put in some music from films he had done in the past, or pieces of music he had done in the past, I should say, and he didn't really like that. But you get to hear both scores, take your pick. Again, I will say Fox did a great job with the release of this. I will say that. I will give 20th Century Fuckface at least that much credit. And this is one of those films that a slow burn works. It's a slow burn movie, but it works. Because I like the characters. I like these blue-collar truckers in space type of characters. We don't have a lot of blue-collar characters nowadays, which sucks. I like these characters. I like Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. I like Tom Skerritt as Captain Dallas. I like Harry Dean Stanton as Brett and Yaphet Kotto as Parker. You have John Hurt as Kane. You have Ian Holm as Ash. You have Veronica Cartwright as Lambert. Good cast. I know John Hurt, they wanted John Hurt, he couldn't do it, they got another guy, and the guy either got sick or something else happened, so they were able to get John Hurt. And he's not in it a whole lot, but he does a great job for what he has to do. I mean, even the opening, the way the movie opens, where the alien title of the movie comes in slowly, looks like hieroglyphics, and then, oh, here's Alien. With that really creepy Jerry Goldsmith score. Well done score, I know. Again, Goldsmith had problems with behind the scenes, but it's a great score. I mean, when the title sequence makes a film creepy, you know it's doing its job well. Has a great atmosphere to the film. Just a great, creepy atmosphere. And Ridley Scott did a great job capturing that. Dan O'Bannon, and a lot of these people went on to do stuff. Of course, Ridley Scott went on to do Blade Runner, went on to do Gladiator. Dan O'Bannon, may he rest in peace, went on to direct The Return of the Living Dead. Ronald Shusett went on to write films like Dead and Buried and Total Recall. Of course, Walter Hill went on to direct films like 48 Hours and Southern Comfort, among others. But H.R. Giger's designs were perfect. I'm glad they got him. Dan O'Bannon was the guy who really pushed for that. Showed it to Ridley Scott, and Ridley Scott goes, this is genius. Behind the scenes, apparently he was kind of a prick, at least to the cast. Kind of like James Cameron, but I guess that's how it goes. I'm trying to figure like one more. How do you talk about a film that everyone knows about? I mean, the cast do a great job. You really care about them because they're blue-collar folks. Especially like Yaphet Kotto and Harry Dean Stanton. You know, worried about the money. Hey, wait a minute, let's talk about the bonus situation. Right. And then Ripley going, you know, do you always say right? It's like you always agree with them. You always say right. Right. What are you, a parrot? Yeah, man, stop being a parrot. Right. Okay, cut that out. They do it much better in the movie than I did. But, or even the exchange between Yaphet Kotto and Sigourney Weaver, where she's like, well, why don't you just fuck off? What? Hey, Ripley, come back here. Bitch. Yeah. Just, you like these characters. And it's a slow burn that works because you not only do you like the characters, not only is it a great score, but the environment, the effects still hold up. The effects on the outside of the ship, the model work, inside the ship, the great production design by Ron Cobb and such. When they go down onto this planet and they see inside and they find stuff like this pilot and they find the whole thing of AIDS and the face hugger. And then you get the chest bursters, such a great scene, which I know people back in the day, they saw and they threw up. They go, oh my God. I would love to have seen this for the very first time without knowing anything about it. I can't remember the first, I know it was on VHS, but I can't remember specifically. It was an old time VHS from when I was a kid. I saw it and loved it since then. I know some people say, well, there's some stupid character stuff where, well, why does John Hurt stick his face by the face hugger? Well, the aid when it opens up. Or they go, well, wait a minute, why are they so worried about getting this cat or Ripley going back to get her pussy? But hey, I like cats and I like pussy. So, hey, I'm fine with it. And people are like, well, fuck it, she's got a pussy between her legs. Fuck the pussy and the cat terrier. Well, I like cats, I like pussy, I'm fine with it. Get both out of there, and that's what happens until Alien 3, where they kill everybody. Fuck Alien 3 times over. I'll get more to that. If you like the film, fine, fantastic. Still kiss my sphincter. But anyway, back to Alien, which is a classic. So you have a great atmosphere to it. The xenomorph itself, I love the look of it. The jaws within the jaws, its teeth look like they're made of metal. Looks so cool, and the drool. The defense mechanism of having acid for blood, so even if you did have weapons, you couldn't do much because it would just go through the whole ship and fuck up the entire ship and kill everyone. You have great sequences. Harry Dean Stanton's death, the scene where you have all these chains. I know Ridley Scott was influenced by the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I don't know, I can get that vibe at times with this film. The scene where Tom Skerritt's going through the tunnels, the vents, and the shot scene where the alien pops out. Well done. When you find out that Ash is a robot, Ian Holm's character, ready to fuck up Ripley with a magazine down her throat, which is definitely a interesting, crazy way to suffocate someone. And you have a cow bonk in the head and milk going over everywhere, or if you have a dirty mind, cum everywhere, cum on faces, cum on shirts, cum on anybody and everybody. Ash is a goddamn robot. And feel bad when characters die. Like Yaphet Kotto, I felt bad when he died. Didn't want him to die. I wouldn't even mind to see the alternate universe where Yaphet Kotto lived, or Yaphet Kotto was the sole survivor. I would not have been mad. I'm like, cool, I like that character. And the way that Veronica Cartwright goes, with the, let's say, a tail, whatever, going between her legs, and you hear her screams, and then their screams kind of turn into almost like something else, something even crazier. It's almost like it didn't just kill her. Did it rape her? Did it wrecked her shit? At least from the noises and the screams, you tell her wrecked her shit. Wrecked her rectum? I don't know. Definitely wrecked her shit. Badly. And just a great cat and mouse. Ripley getting out of there. Blowing up the Nostromo. Final standoff with the xenomorph. Getting out of the fucking airlock. Burning the fucker. Of course, you have the scene where she takes her clothes off. You see her in her underwear. Yes, that's a scene in the commentary with Ridley Scott and Sigourney Weaver, where Sigourney Weaver mentions about sex with the alien. Which, hey, if it floats your boat, but not mine. I mean, great effects, music, directing, cast. Ellen Ripley is a great character in the film. This wasn't the most typical. I mean, you had Laurie Strode in 1978, Halloween. But it wasn't typical for, oh, the last survivor is a woman. And it's a woman that's not a sex object. That's not, just fuck me and shut up. It's strong, capable. She could stand up to be a leader if she had to. She could take care of herself if she had to. She wasn't a damsel in distress. She wasn't dead weight. And you could tell she made an influence to a lot of people, a lot of characters in the future. Sarah Connor, many other people down the road. Mila Jovovich in those Resident Evil movies. Even whatever. A lot of people owe their thanks to Ellen Ripley. It's a great character, at least in the first two films. Sigourney Weaver did a great job. Because I think in the original script, it was just another guy, and then someone goes, hey, well, why don't we make it a woman? Well, actually, I think they figured it'd be a guy, then there was like some text that goes, any of these people could be changed to man or woman, whatever you see fit. And they go, hey, why don't we make the hero, the lead, the last survivor, a woman? And a woman that wasn't a broken nail, but was a tough person. And just memorable sequences, great score by Jared Goldsmith, great effects, excellent creature, great designs by H.R. Giger, again, may he rest in peace. The production designs, good cat and mouse with the alien. You don't see the alien all that much, but it works. It works because the atmosphere works, the build-up works because you like the characters, you're interested in what you're watching, what you're listening, and the people you're dealing with. Prometheus, that was not the case. It had good effects, but the characters weren't worth the shit. If you think people in this movie do dumb stuff, watch Prometheus, and you multiply the dumb stuff by 10. Smoking weed, and oh, that's a dick alien. Oh, hey, what's it doing? Oh, Uh, but this is one of those movies that it really speaks for itself. I mean, it's hard to do. Usually, I do a lot of longer reviews, but what more can you say about this film? It just works very well. I personally have no problems with the film. I have no problems with the film. Harry Dean Stanton's character getting killed. The reveal of the alien, the xenomorph. The chestburster scene is still great. The effects still work. Just again, just everything about the xenomorph itself. The look, the jaw within the jaw, the acid for blood, all that stuff. And love the last scene. Her monologue about how she's lone survivor of the Nostromo, signing off, and the music used. It just great movie from start to finish. Again, I have no problems with it. And then they kill everyone in Alien 3. So, sorry, Ripley. Doesn't matter if you survive. You're going to die in Alien 3. So, fuck Alien 3. There's a great sequel to Alien. No, it's not, because I watch this, I go, well, it doesn't matter, because she's going to die anyway in Alien 3. Sorry, your future still sucks, Ripley. Sorry. Fuck Alien 3. But I'll say that to the day I die. But this is a classic. Classic movie. Love this film to death. What more can I say about than that? This is pretty much it. It's Alien. What more do you want? They don't make movies like this anymore, which sucks, but it's true. Kind of like the Metallica song. It's sad but true. Anyway, thanks for watching my review of the first film, Alien. Take care, and we will see you for my personal favorite, Aliens. This time, it's war. See you on the next video.